Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast focusing on the booming Chinese equine market, bringing to you by two experts of Chinese equine industry, Zane and Zane Lee, from Shanghai and Beijing, introducing China to the world. Good morning, Wan. How's it going?
Good morning. I just recovered from COVID, and it appears many people in China has got it too. It was not a good experience, but I suppose it was inevitable.
It's good to hear that you're getting better. A lot of people in Shanghai got it too, and I hope it will pass before long. Now let's tell our listeners, what do we have China news?
During the Christmas period from December 24th to 25th, the 17th Shanghai Games Equestrian Jumping Competition Youth Group and the 2022 Shanghai Youth Equestrian Championships ended successfully at the Shanghai Aiju Equestrian Club.
The theme slogan of this year's Shanghai Games is Shanghai Moves Young. Sport nurtures the future. And there are two groups, the youth group and the college group. A total of more than 30,000 young athletes participated in the competitions. There are 38 major events, 53 sub-events, and 1,401 minor events in this year's municipal games. The equestrian competition includes show jumping and dressage events.
There were 7 gold medals in this event. Yangpu District took the first one, followed by Songjiang District, Pudong New District, and Hong Kong District. Each of them had 2 gold medals. Xu Weini, a rider from Shanghai QingAo Equestrian Club, rode Xuefei and won 2 gold medals on behalf of Hong Kong District. It is also the only double champion team in this event.
Alright, in our club session, we'll bring you to QingAo Equestrian, which serves as a youth equestrian training, education and promotion center directly under the supervision of Chinese Equestrian Association and Beijing Turf Equestrian Association. QingAo Equestrian has 3 campuses that recruit students simultaneously.
The first one is the National Equestrian Training Base established in Beijing Sport University and is known as the Royal Palace of Chinese equestrian industry. This campus has a dedicated venue for equestrian training for the National Modern Peninsula Team and the National Equestrian Team, which is the only venue for equestrian events in the 2008 Olympic Games.
The second campus is in the Beijing CBD, the Qing Equestrian Club. The main venue is where Mr. Rudiger Belbin, the 4-time Olympic champion, personally leads the training crew.
The third campus is also in Beijing and the only equestrian center under the military management in the capital. The equestrian center is a natural oxygen bar surrounded by green hills, and there are more than 50 teaching horses, all of which have been professionally tuned and trained to meet the different requirements of trainees for training and competition under the condition of ensuring the safety of the trainees and improving their riding skills.
For our China story today, we interview a rider, horse owner, and equine venue architect, Mr. Zane Lee from Beijing. Let's read out his answers to our classic 7 questions. First one, your name and profession.
My name is Zane Lee, founder and CEO of 马术设计家.
How did you get involved in the equine industry?
20 years ago, when I worked on an architecture project in Inner Mongolia, I started to ride horses over there, but I was not a good rider by then and even got myself hurt. When I came back to Beijing, I managed to find an equestrian club to learn how to ride properly. Later, I started to compete and became one of the first registered riders in China.
Mr. Lee continued and said, as I compete and participate in more and more competitions, I realized that there are many details needed to be improved for many Chinese equestrian clubs. Therefore, I decided to lead a team, build a base in Shunyi District, and create the brand 马术设计家, dedicated to equine venue architecture and management.
When it comes to the base, he further introduced, our base is the first and only equestrian venue designed and financed by the Architecture Institute. The base provides a private and professional training venue for me and for our riders. It is also an incubator for our young designers and architects.
For the next question, why horse is special for you?
Horse is my partners on the arena. Horse is such a great animal who gives back a lot. I'm around horses for over a decade. I feel very connected to them.
What's your most memorable horsey moment?
There are so many. For example, once in show jumping, I missed the jumping point, but my horse helped me and jumped correctly. When we flew over the fence, I felt our hearts beating on the same rhythm.
Next question. Who's your idol and why?
I encountered many professionals of our industry. I admire those who love horses, devote to their works, and stay focused and determined, being top of one specific area.
What's the must-have item in the stable you want to recommend?
Beside the classic items stable, I would say I often use my hands, more precisely my fingers in the stable. I check my horses with my fingers to see if they are hidden injury. I can also give them some massage on acupuncture points to help them relax.
For the last question, what's your goal in the next 5 years? He said, we know horses and we know architectures. That's why many Equestrian Club investors trust us. In the next 5 years, we will continue to deliver high standard work to our clients, which can be approved and tested by both Chinese and international professionals.
Mr. Lee also made an outlook for the next 5 years. He said, unfortunately, our equestrian base has been pulled down recently due to land issue. I have to transfer my horses to other clubs. I always said that Beijing is not the best plan to develop equine industry. That's why I decided not to invest in equestrian venue anymore in Beijing. Instead, I would like to co-invest and operate an equestrian club in Greater Bay Area or Chengdu, Chongqing area in the next 5 years.
Mr. Lee is very well rooted in the industry and a well-respected professional, a good friend of mine. I'm so sad to hear what happened to his equestrian base in Beijing. Look forward to seeing a brand new one in the next 5 years. This podcast is co-hosted by Zoe King and Wen Li, powered by Wonder Horse, a business solution provider focusing on Chinese equine market and a bespoke equestrian community in China.